If you truly want to change your life, you don't need to be seen more. You need to disappear. Because the most powerful transformations don't happen under the spotlight. They happen in silence, when no one is watching. The world tells you to post, to prove, to perform. But let me tell you this. The strongest version of you is not created by noise. It is forged in the quiet. When you step back, cut off the distractions, and rebuild yourself from the inside out. This isn't about running away from life. It's about creating the space to meet the person you were always meant to become. And when you reappear, the world won't even recognize you. Most people are terrified of disappearing. They believe if they step back, they'll fall behind. If they stop posting, stop proving, stop showing up in the endless noise of the world, they'll be forgotten. But here's the truth. Sometimes the most courageous decision you can make is to vanish from the crowd so you can finally hear your own voice again. Think about it. Everywhere you look, people are performing. Social media has turned life into a stage where everyone is auditioning for approval. They post their highlight reels, their filtered achievements, their polished smiles, and what happens? You start comparing your behind the scenes to their show. You begin chasing their applause instead of your purpose. The more you try to keep up with the noise, the further you drift from who you really are. Disappearing is not about running away. It's about reclaiming your focus. It's about cutting off the endless chatter long enough to ask yourself, who am I becoming? What am I really building? Am I living for their approval or my own destiny? When you choose to step back, even for a short season, you are making a bold statement. I will no longer be defined by outside voices. I will find myself in silence. Look at history. Great transformations rarely happened in front of an audience. Think about Steve Jobs. After being fired from Apple, he disappeared from the spotlight, built Next and Pixar, and returned stronger than ever to create the world's most valuable company. Think about Nelson Mandela. He spent 27 years in silence behind prison walls. And when he reappeared, he transformed not only himself, but an entire nation. The world saw the results, but the real work happened while no one was watching. That's the paradox of disappearing. The world may think you've gone quiet, but in reality, you're doing the loudest work of your life, the kind of work that builds strength, discipline, and clarity, the kind of work that prepares you for the next version of yourself. But make no mistake, disappearing takes courage, because it means saying no when everyone else is saying yes. It means stepping into solitude when the crowd is screaming for attention. It means letting go of the fear of missing out and embracing the deeper fear, the fear of wasting your life by never discovering who you truly are. When you disappear, you strip away the distractions. You discover which friendships are genuine and which ones only existed when you were convenient. You learn how much energy you used to waste trying to explain yourself to people who never really understood you. And slowly, in the silence, you begin to see yourself more clearly. You realize you don't need to prove anything. You need to become something. Think of it like a seed planted deep in the soil. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. But under the surface, transformation is taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is being built. Life is preparing to burst through. That's what disappearing does for your soul. It gives you time, underground time, to root yourself so that when you reemerge, you are unshakable. The courage to disappear is not about giving up. It's about preparing for the breakthrough. It's about removing yourself from the noise long enough to hear your inner compass. And here's the part most people don't understand. You don't owe the world constant updates. You don't have to announce every move you're making. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. So let me ask you this. What would happen if, for the next 90 days, you stopped explaining and started building? What would happen if you disappeared from the opinions, the gossip, the endless scrolling, and instead poured all of that energy into your craft, your health, your mind, your vision? I'll tell you what would happen when you reappear. You won't just come back, you'll come back unrecognizable. That is the courage to disappear, to walk away from the stage, step into the shadows, and build in silence until your results speak louder than your words ever could. Silence is not emptiness, it is power. And one of the first disciplines you must master when you choose to disappear is the discipline of your words, because words are not just sounds, they are energy. Every time you speak about your dreams, your energy either builds momentum or it leaks away. Think about how many times you've told someone, I'm going to start this business, I'm going to lose the weight, I'm going to write the book. For a moment, it feels good. You get a quick rush of validation. Someone nods. Someone claps. Someone says, that's amazing. But here's the hidden danger. Your brain interprets that praise as if you've already achieved something. You feel accomplished without ever doing the work, and slowly, without realizing it, you trade real progress for the illusion of progress. That's why successful people are often so quiet. They aren't mysterious. For no reason. They understand a simple truth. The more you talk, the less you do. The more you broadcast your plans, the more you drain the focus that should be going into execution. Imagine you're carrying a torch. Every time you share your vision prematurely, it's like poking holes in the flame's container. The fire doesn't vanish immediately, but it weakens. It flickers. It becomes vulnerable to the wind. Your words can either protect the flame or expose it. Silence, then, becomes your shield. Look at entrepreneurs, athletes, and leaders who change the world. Rarely will you find them broadcasting their next move on social media before it's real.